more about my own past. And not only that, I do have the entrepreneurial spirit, and I was looking for something to do. And if you go out in social events or anywhere, what do most people end up talking about? Is something about the past. Oh, remember when? Yeah, did you remember where so-and-so, what they ended up doing in life, and talking about past experiences? And some of them are happy and some of them are sad. And that's what I like the idea is that people should address all these issues. Now, we're much more open as a society. I mean, 10 years ago or so, I'm not sure this book would have been as popular as it has been.
It's become a hunger. People are definitely more hungry to know what has happened in other generations and what has happened in the childhood of their parents.
Oh, for sure. And I also, with my own experiences, that I discovered things of my past that I wasn't aware of. And what it meant was that I could heal throughout this whole process myself. And that's what is so important, is to peel back those layers, get to know yourself better, get to know your family better.
Each week that we teach and try to hear kind of a combination of stories and to try and find a nugget of truth or a nugget of learning in it, it does come to me that nugget so often is about valuing the people around you and taking the time to learn a skill so that you can enhance that relationship. There couldn't be anything more powerful than once you have a little tidbit of relationship to start looking back at the old days.
That's right, and storytelling does validate our lives. It's important. I mean, life does not come with an eraser.
And we have one time to live.
Well, we do, and I feel that we need to breathe life into our existence. And nowadays, we get together and people are talking even about television programs, and they'll say, "Oh, did you watch The Millionaire the other night? Did you do this?" And it's on a surface level instead of saying, "How are you feeling? How are you today?" And talking about the parents and the grandparents, and of course now we do have our families that are living so far away, a lot of them.
They really don't know day-to-day lives of each other.
That's right, and there's ways to connect. I know that with my family down in Ontario, that I make a point, even when I'm down there, we sit and we'll take a question from my book and around the table and discuss it. And it has been wonderful, even with grandchildren.
Almost a table topic.
It is.
You go to the speaking places where they teach how to public speak and they try and pick a table topic.
Oh, for sure. And we end up with just one question a lot of times, and you get the young children. They're interested too in what Mom and Dad did. They don't believe it. Some of the things that we encountered, because they're in this new generation with all the high-tech instruments at their disposal.
It's hard to believe, and they still don't believe that you walked barefoot uphill to school and back.
That's right. Yes. I don't even believe it.
That's so true. That's so true. I just am so privileged to be able to sit in a room with families and to start to see them reconnect. And I think what motivates me in many cases is about the opportunity that exists once they really get to know each other at a deeper level. And these kinds of questions definitely take people to a deeper level. But there has to be first a desire. I would say that there has to be some desire of the young person to want to know that mom or dad or grandparent.
It is very evident to me now, because I've had the book for a period of time now, that it is the children of the seniors that are so eager that the parents tell their stories, and they want to start their own also, because they realize now that life can be snuffed out tomorrow. And you cannot procrastinate for anything in life, really. We all have a tendency to put things off, and again, say, well, I haven't got the time, and it all has to do with time. You can make the time. Anyone can, really. And
it's when it becomes a priority.
But certainly, and that's why with the book of 1001 questions, that you can just take 2 questions at a time and say, okay, Mom and Dad, or anyone, would you just fill out these 2 questions, 2 a week? Write these stories for me and we'll discuss them, or you can even do audio tape or videotape. It gives the opportunity of doing that, but it does take a little bit of pushing with a certain age group. I find that once they realize that people are placing value in their lives, if you sit down and say, you know, your life is important to me, and I would very much like for you to sit down and share this with me, and it's amazing what happens.
And it's for all ages. It's for all ages, because really you can see a 6-year-old absolutely thrilled with hearing the stories as well, because it's a different lifetime, it's a different era for them.
Definitely. And even with seniors, they can sit down and use questions if they're in a home or anywhere and discuss these issues with their peers, and they love it. It's just, it's been very mentally stimulating for a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of feedback in this area.
So you've gotten a lot of letters, a lot of feedback from people?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be willing to share some of that with us when we come back from the break?
Certainly.
Okay. Well, that'd be great. This is Lori Runzer on One Family at a Time on 630 CHED.
What is Leslie Primo talking about today? Who won the big game?